Since its announcement on Nintendo's latest Indie World broadcast last August, the title The Tourist has caught the attention of voxel graphics lovers. But does the game meet their expectations? The Tourist can bring magic with this very unique look, reminding a little bit the remake of Link's Awakening, with voxel graphics, colorful pixels and blocky shapes. It comes with flawless frame rates on the both monitor and portable mode. This is why this title is a very pleasant surprise on Nintendo's latest console. The plot is quite simple. The main protagonist, with his clumsy way of walking, square appearance and matching mustache, arrives on the island of the Touryst for a well-deserved vacations. That will be if you were an ordinary person who wanted to sunbathe. In fact, it is not at all, and after a little exploration it is inside a tall monument where he meets a grey-haired man with a tourist aspect, who tell him that he must find 4 monument cores to reveal the secret of the world. After that, the player is available to explore all the corners of the group of islands that make up the world of the Tourist. The access to the different island is made with the help of a motorboat, and the player can choose the desired island in a leftlet, which has all the islands available to visit. The player will have to discover 2 monument cores, which suggests that it is a kind of introduction to the game mechanics. Later, you can buy the access to the remaining islands and look for the clues that lead to the 2 final cores. On this title, exploration is the key. The first island introduced is considered the center of the game and serves as the key point of the story. Here is also where the player will be able to acquire new skills at the island store as they progress in their adventure. The islands itself are super fun, with their own inhabitants who recreate real-life spots. For instance, Santorini, with its white Greek-style houses, the dark sand volcanic islands of Fiji, and Ibiza, full of music and people that like to party. A lot. Isn't that right? This title has delicious details, like the inclusion of 3 retro games on one of the islands, as side missions that allow the player to receive more money after beating the score of the machine itself. One of the arcade game is a retro version of Shinan Multimedia's own game, Fast RMX. Another good example is the well-known Arkanoid, where the objective is to clear all the colored blocks of the monitor with the help of a bar, a ball, and acquire power-ups. Each game has its own sound effects and graphics completely different from the others. There are other similar examples of parallel activities that differ mechanically from the rest, such as riding the huge waves of the island or visiting the seafloor with the help of scuba gear. What about the mines, where the goal is to find diamonds that challenge the player jumping skill? Yes, jump and double jump mechanics are also included. Graphically, it's super interesting, with details like camera blur over long distances, keeping the main focus on the character, vibrant colors and blocky style always prevailing. It definitely lends a certain charm to everything that goes on the monitor. This is all mixed with a very catchy 8-bit soundtrack that can be extended by purchasing up to 6 albums from the music store on Leisure Island, keeping the action alive as the player jumps, dives, surfs and runs to the end of this small but delicious adventure. The Tourist has a perfect balance between each island's atmospheric puzzles, exploration and mini-games that will keep anyone entertaining from the start of their adventure till the end. Unfortunately, it is seen for being small in the main story. It can be perfectly finished in just 6 hours. However, these mini-games can increase the timeline of the game. Honestly, this is the perfect game for all ages and shapes. This is certainly the game that you can take anywhere.